Okay, so I am here with Kellie Simpson. You do actually just call your business Kellie Simpson Virtual PA, don't you?
Yeah, I couldn't think of a business name at the time.
Do you know what? It's perfect. I always say to people, John Lewis doesn't sell men and Amazon don't sell rainforests, so just go with your name. It's
Yeah,
fine.
and I think I always sort of really fancied seeing my name in a logo.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of what it was all about, just seeing my name up there.
Oh, yeah. And we'll get to that in a minute. You're having your name up there.
Yeah.
So Kellie is a virtual PA and her target audience are people in the legal profession.
Yeah.
And we've worked together for a few years now, haven't we? I've been your mentor and I've watched you grow. But more than that now, we like to follow each other's personal journeys as well, don't we? So we've become friends too. So Kellie, just tell us about what it is you do, because my overview was just brief then.
Yeah, so I've been a PA for 20 years and I've always worked in the legal industry. So kind of setting up on my own as a legal VA kind of just made total sense because it's the industry I know. So I've got 10 legal clients now and I help with, I'd say I'm more of like a traditional type PA. So the diary management, arranging travel when we can start traveling again, event management, a lot of like document work, lots of deeds and agreements, contracts, that sort of thing. Just keeping the lawyers organized, filing all their documents, helping with their expenses, that kind of thing. And I've got a couple of clients now that are really just they're just growing their business so quickly. I'm just really busy. So it's
fantastic. So I'm going to take you back a bit.
Yeah.
So where were you when we started working together? What was your life like? And just explain that.
So I think I got in contact with you about some associate work as I was just about to go to Australia. Can you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think you said like, oh, I don't know, it's because there's the time difference. You need someone that's like in the here and now. So off I went to Australia. We thought we were probably gonna live there. I just started my business. I didn't have any clients. Anyway, we decided whilst we're over there that it wasn't for us. And we came back. And whilst I was there, actually, I got my first client, my first legal client. So when I came back, I kind of thought, I really want to start growing this business. I want to get some clients. I want to be busy. I just wanted to make a success of it. And then I got in touch with you. I can't really remember, to be honest. I think I started doing associate work for you, didn't I, at the beginning?
Yeah.
And then you'd started your VA membership group back then, and I joined. I got your book, which I read whilst I was away. And that's kind of how it started. So.
And how much were you charging back then? You were working on an hourly rate?
Yeah, so I was charging an hourly rate of £25. And then I was also on a lower rate doing associate work.
Yeah, so probably about 18 to 20 doing associate work, weren't you?
20, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll jump to what you're on again, what you're on now and what you're getting in a bit. But are you happy to say what your income was back then? So when you went to Australia, what was your annual income really?
I mean, before we went to Australia, I was probably getting about £150 to £200 a month. It wasn't a lot. I was just doing a little bit of lifestyle admin for my sister-in-law because they've got a couple of my two nieces. So I was just doing a bit of family management for them. So it was literally a couple of quid, a couple of £100 a month. That was it. So
I mean, you've seen lots of new VAs come through the rounds. It's always somebody isn't it? Your first client.
Yeah, and it's really good because they really help to get you kind of started and just get that bit of confidence because you're going into the unknown. You don't really know what you're doing. So having like a guinea pig, I suppose, to kind of practice on, it really does help at the beginning.
Yeah, it's perfect. It does. They say, don't they, that everything for a reason, everything works itself out. And I think that natural thing where you tell your friends and family what you're going to be doing, what this new business venture is, they become one of the first clients. And like you say, they can almost be a guinea pig because making the mistakes and the nerves, they aren't there or they don't matter so much, do they? Because you're not sort of like, I really got to do.
And they also love to have someone organising their stuff for them. So it's kind of a win-win, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So where were you when you joined when you first started working with me as your mentor? So you had one client, was it then?
Yes, I had one client. She was a legal client that I got for a recommendation. And then I started doing some associate work with you. I think you gave me 2 clients. And then I kind of got the confidence to do a video, which I put on LinkedIn. And that's when I won probably my biggest client. And that really helped me to get going as well. And then we started doing all the packages and that, didn't we, in the mentorship. So yeah, I think working with the associates at the start really helped with you. That really got me going.
And then, I mean, I do remember you doing that video, and I remember you building up to it to do it. And it was like, you did it. So it was a massive step outside your comfort zone. Yeah. And then it turned into a client, and it was like, hang on a minute, that worked well.
Yeah, I don't really put a lot of videos on LinkedIn still, because I'm always a bit like, I'm so comfortable on Instagram. I do videos all day long, but it's just, I don't know, with LinkedIn, it's always a bit scary.
I think with LinkedIn as well, do you find, because it's not chronological, people can see it at any time, but sometimes with Instagram, because everything's so fast and disappears out of people's timelines, it's almost like, well, nobody's going to see that because I did that yesterday or whatever.
But the video I did was an intro post, because I always see you, like, you're really confident on LinkedIn and putting stuff out. Then I thought, right, I've got to do this. So just did the video, and then it got loads of likes, loads of comments, and then I just explained what I did. And it was the client I got wanted help with event management, and I just explained that I help with events, and had a meeting with them. And that I got back from Australia end of March and started with them in May. So it was, so
brilliant.
They really helped me to kind of get going.
Yeah, and I think the thing here is anybody watching this, it's not that you need to go out there and do videos, but what Kellie did right was she told her audience what she does. She hit on a problem that people were having, and that's what Kellie continues to do in her content marketing. She homes in on a problem that they're having and shows that she can solve it, and that is a huge part of converting people, bringing people to you and being able to convert them. Look, this is your problem, I get it, and this is how I can solve it. So
and that's like what you teach us all the time. So it really does, like, I just know that you, like you say, you've got to talk about your pain points and how you can help people. And that, like I say, you talk about that all the time. So it definitely helps.
Yeah, I do go on a lot. So I'm going to jump forward now. So Kellie, when she first started out as a VA, she was charging £25 an hour. She was doing associate work for 20. She got one client through a recommendation, and was working with 2 others that I'd thrown her way, and she'd done exceptionally well, and that's why I continue to recommend Kellie when the opportunity comes up. So let's fast forward. So that would have been around March 2018, are we thinking, March?
It was around sort of summer 2019.
Blimey, summer 2000. Do you know, it's because of the pandemic.
Almost like that year's just been gone, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't even know what month. I was trying to think the other day how old I was, and I have not got a clue. So we'll just go back to 30, I think. We'll just stick at that and just go back that far. So summer 2019 was when Kellie was where she was. And where are you now, Kellie?
God, so a lot has changed since then. So like I said, I counted, I think last week, I've got 10 legal clients now, and I've got other clients that aren't legal, but I still work with them, and because obviously skills are transferable, doesn't matter if they're not in the legal industry.
Absolutely.
And last week I signed up my 5th associate, which I just still can't believe. Just gone crazy. But I've just found that I needed someone to help with audio typing, and I didn't have an associate that did that. So I've gone out and found a legal PA that's helping me with some document work and audio typing. And I like that I've got a nice variety now, so I can kind of match the skills to the right associate. And I'm getting more inquiries now. I get a lot of inquiries just via my website. So I think blogging has definitely helped with that, because people would just, type in maybe legal PA, and then I'll come up on Google. So
and that's because of longevity. And Kellie, you know that I always say nothing happens overnight.
Oh no.
And you can build a business and you can get a nice income in a short amount of time. However, to start getting the rankings like Kellie's got and to be the one that people go to, you have to be consistent. So it's, as Kellie said, it's about her blogging. Google has got used to her being there and updating her website regularly. It's because she's got content going out on LinkedIn, because that always ranks really high on Google. Kellie's been doing everything right to get to where she is now. So what Kellie hasn't mentioned is that she's now commanding and getting £35 an hour, aren't you? Yeah. Now I have some people say, oh well, I only do diary management, I only do general admin. It's not only diary management, it's not only general admin, it's the change that you're making to whoever you're helping.
And also all those years of experience and all those diaries you've managed over the year. Like I've managed so many different diaries, you know, and diaries where, because I was in Hong Kong for a little while, so I was managing diaries out there, and you've got all the time zones and all of that stuff. It comes with a special set of skills to do all of that stuff, you know. So, and that's where the £35 an hour comes in now, because I just think, you know, I've been doing this for so long that I'm worth that amount of money. Do you know what I mean? So
absolutely, without a doubt. And it is things like that. It's, you know, checking the time zones. It's things that the people who you're managing the diaries for don't have time to do, or aren't, you know, they might just think, PST, Pacific time, that's about 5 hours, I think, and then just do it. And then that's when things go wrong. I know when I used to manage people's diaries, I wouldn't let them anywhere near their diary. If I went away for a week or something like that, I'd be fuming if they booked in a meeting in their own diary, because it's like, what are you doing? You know, stop messing things up. Because they do, they do, it's inevitable. So she's got at least 10 clients. So you've got 10 legal clients and others. You've got 5 associates, which is so important. A lot of people aim for this, but with the associates, what Kellie has created is not just a semi-passive income, because Kellie will be paying the associates less than what she gets. And that is absolutely right. That isn't wrong. That isn't slave labor or anything like that, because people are coming to Kellie, the clients are coming to Kellie because of her position in her field, because of how long she's been around and the marketing that she puts out. So that's completely normal. So she's got semi-passive income from that. But also, should anything happen to Kellie, God forbid, she's now got a team that she can outsource to and take on her work if Kellie needs to take any time out. And the other way around, if Kellie was to suddenly lose some clients, she can get them back from her associates. So Kellie is in an absolutely superb position. To say I'm proud of you is an understatement. The word's just used too much. But to just say as well, Kellie won't mind me saying, because I know I'm not sure if she started telling people about it on Instagram or whether it's to come, but her and her husband have just bought their dream home that they hope to move into next month. They're doing that up. I've seen that she's got a loaf sofa on her wish list, which I'm really jealous about. I'm so jealous about that.
Oh God, I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. So do follow Kellie on Instagram. But Kellie, are you? Don't worry if you're not. It's not awkward if you don't want to. But are you happy to say where you are monthly with your income now, or?
Yeah, I mean, so my sort of goal when I left my job, I always thought, right, I want to be earning more than what I was earning in my full-time job. And I would say now I've had 2 or 3 months where I've nearly doubled that. So yeah, it's just been amazing. But I mean, I do work long hours. I am, you know, I don't have children, so I can pretty much be sat at my desk from 8:30 and finish at 6 if I want. I'm there all day, so I think that makes a difference, not having to kind of do the school runs and things like that. So yeah, it has been a lot of hard work. So I guess you get out what you put in, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. But it's not that much of a different day to when you were employed, really, because you're not having to do any commute.
No, and I love working at home.
Yeah, and if you want to take the dogs for a walk at 4 o'clock, you can go and do that.
Yeah, so flexible.
Yeah, that is the biggest thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and another sort of driving force for it was my husband wanted to give up his job on the railway. So in order for him to do that as like the main breadwinner, I'm kind of the one that's, you know, kind of, I mean, he has got a job now, but he's not earning as much. So it was down to me to make sure we could pay the bills. So I've always got that in the back of my mind, like I've got to do this, I've got to do this, I've got to be a success. So it's always like the driving force behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
Yeah.
like they would say, what is your why? And that's always been the why for me.
Yeah.
Building our dream home and just making sure I can pay all the bills.
Yeah, and you also enjoy what you do, which is a huge, that's so important, isn't it? I think some people do come into the small business world and think, yeah, so I've seen such and such doing that, so I'm going to have a go at it. But you've really got to enjoy it. You've got to have, I mean, the word is used so much now, but you've got to have a passion. You've got to be passionate about what you do, because otherwise it becomes hard work, doesn't it?
Definitely. I think as I've always done this, I've always worked in an office ever since I left college. It's just where I feel at home. Like I can't really imagine doing anything else. I just love all the organisation, and like since being a VA, I've just learned so much. Like I'm sure you have as well. All the techie stuff that you have to do now, and
oh god,
and I mean all the amazing people that you meet along the way as well that just really inspire you. It's just been great. I've loved the journey.
Absolutely, and you can build such better relationships as well, can't you? Because you can choose who you spend your day with, if you like, because it's not like when you're put into an office and you've got Sandra there who's making you work double hard work, or Dave in the corner that keeps chewing his apple for an hour. And
and there's none of that office politics that you always get in an office, all that bit, you know, there's sort of bitchiness going on, and there's always a bit of something going on, or someone's slagging someone off, you know.
Or so sleeping with somebody else and they're still married. And we had loads of that at the National Trust. I tell you what, I should go to the Daily Mirror because I tell them loads. But
are you going to watch the Meghan and Harry thing tonight?
I can't wait to watch it. I know.
Oh god, it's gonna. I saw Piers going mad on blooming breakfast thing this morning.
Oh god, I bet he is, because I think he thought he was in there with Meghan, didn't he? Anyway, we're going off on a tangent.
Yeah, sorry.
Kelly, where do you see your business going now? Is it possible to even grow it now?
Oh my god, I don't. Yeah, so my last year, my goal was always like I want to have 4 associates by the end of the year. So obviously just signed up another one. I'm kind of just so like happy with how things have gone. I think what I want to see, what my kind of plan is that I really want to sort of grow the legal side of my business, so be like the legal PA, because there's just not many legal VAs out there, and I've really struggled when trying to find legal associates, because it does help when you've got an associate who's got an understanding of a law firm, you know. So yeah, I just really want to be the kind of like, you know,
the go-to,
like the go-to legal PA, like build my brand around that sort of legal niche. And I'm actually, because I use Instagram, and I want to start targeting kind of more legal clients on there, and I'm going to change my content a bit now and just sort of base it more on legal stuff, because I'm working with more law firms now, and I've got an amazing client who I just connected with him on LinkedIn, and then he messaged me straight back and said, can we set up a call? So he was already working with a VA, but he just said she was a little bit too slow and wasn't responsive enough. And she's so lost out, because honestly, the amount of work I get from him is just unbelievable. So I've got another associate now. She worked in a law firm. She's helping me with him, because it's just too much for me to do on my own. So just seeing him grow, it's just given me so many good content ideas.
I bet. Yeah, that's where you get it from, isn't it? And to pick up on your clients' pain points is by working with them and thinking, do you know what, I could write about that, because if he or she is experiencing that, then somebody else is going to be as well.
Yeah, but
Kelly, I'm always in this mentorship and mental mindset. I really think we need to work on some PR for you. Yeah. And I'm thinking maybe some publications that the legal profession go to read, and you could submit some articles about new ways of working post-pandemic.
I did write to a magazine when we were doing it in one of our sessions, actually, PR ones, about reaching out to, I think it might have been one of your challenges about, you know, writing to newspapers and things and editors and that. And I did do one to a magazine of a law firm, or a law magazine, but I didn't hear anything back. But yeah, I definitely think now I've kind of grown that sort of side of my business, I will reach out again.
Yeah. And again, going off track, but run it by me if you need me to help with anything when you approach them, and we'll get the wording right. So, Kelly, you still haven't answered. Where do you see yourself now?
Oh right, yeah. So what, like this time next year?
Yeah, let's go for this time next year.
Well, I'm hoping to get a nice office garden at the new house. So I see myself sat in my little office garden, letting the dogs run around. I'd like to, work with a few more associates, just get more work in. I don't see myself as like a big sort of agency. I don't want to lose my identity. I might change myself to Kellie Simpson Virtual Assistants with an S on the end.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of as far as I've got at the moment. I mean, I would say this last year has just gone a lot faster than what I envisaged. And I think the pandemic and more lawyers and that working from home has just helped grow. Because at the beginning, I wasn't sure whether to niche as a legal PA, because I thought, well, law firms don't really outsource their admin because there's always PAs and secretaries in an office.
Yeah.
But more lawyers are leaving practices now and setting up on their own, and then obviously they need that admin support, so it is getting busier. So
it sends chills through me. Really, I'm so excited for you, and you're absolutely right. And I think the pandemic has pushed people forward. Like I all of my hospital appointments are now virtual. And the secretaries have said we've been trying to make them do virtual appointments for so long, and they were pushing against it. But now they have to. And the same with the lawyers. Now they've had to do it. They're seeing that actually it is possible. I can run my business without seeing people. Yeah,
and I think lawyers are kind of renowned for being a little bit old-fashioned. They don't really like change and the technology side of things. So now they're kind of being pushed into it, and then they're thinking, actually, this virtual admin side of things would work really well for us. So, and I feel really grateful to be in a sort of niche where there aren't many legal VAs out there, so I can feel like I'm at the forefront of it, I suppose.
Absolutely. You're leading it. Absolutely. So before we go on to anything else, this is quite a difficult question for me to ask, but it's one I need to ask because it's a testimonial video. What's the biggest thing you've taken away from working with me so far?
So I think it's just wanting to be like you always really inspired me as a VA. I've always just seen how hard you work, and I've just wanted to work just as hard and just be as successful as you are. And I know you've always had lots of associates that you've worked with. That's what I want that as well. I want to have that as well. And it's just, you've always just really motivated me to work hard and keep going. And it's just, I guess you've just helped me like boost my confidence, given me ideas, which I'm really grateful for. And I think you've also built a really nice community as well.
Oh, thank you. That is lovely. It is lovely. And like I said at the beginning, it is an absolute pleasure being with you on your journey and just watching you evolve, and it's just outstanding. I love it. I work so well with people that implement and enjoy what they do, and that's you. It's just rounded up in you, so it's brilliant. So where can people, because I think you probably will get a few inquiries now from legal VAs who want to be your associate.
Hopefully.
And and also sorry,
I said it's good. I want that, because even if I haven't got work now, it's good to have those details. For when I need them. So.
Definitely. So where can people find you, Kellie? Where's the best place to find you?
So I hang out a lot on Instagram. Do like Instagram. So I've actually just changed my handle today. So I'm now Kellie_legal PA, because it was just Kellie Simpson VA, but I want to get the legal in there because obviously I want to grow that. And I'm on LinkedIn. And I've got my website, so that's it really. I mean, I have got a Twitter page, but I'm not as active on that.
So what's your website, Kellie?
So it's just www.kellie_simpsonva.co.uk.
Brilliant. Yeah. So just to repeat, Kellie, because I'm not sure that it comes up in the recording. Kellie's name's at the bottom, but like I said, I don't think it comes up. So Kellie is KELLIE, and then Simpson is just with an I, the normal way of spelling that. That's brilliant. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you to Kellie. And if anybody else wants to take part in my mentoring, I have got one-to-one mentoring, and I've also got the membership. The difference being is the one-to-one mentoring is the fast track program, so we get you there in 90 days. And the membership is for those that are busy and want to do things at their own pace, and that's £77 a month. So, and in there you'll find Kellie as well. So that's
brilliant. I love being part of the group, the squad.
Thank you. But it's amazingly supportive, isn't it? And collaborative.
And I say followed a lot of these ladies for the last 2 years since I started my journey, really, and it's just great. Everyone's just growing so much, and it's amazing. And it's International Women's Day today, so it's
Yeah,
shout out to amazing people.
Yeah, and it's my mum's birthday.
Sorry?
It's my mum's birthday, actually.
Oh,
yeah, so International Women's Day, they always seem to do it on my mum's birthday, which is quite selfish, but yeah. Kellie, I'm going to let you get on with your day. So thank you so much. Thank you. Have a lovely day. And to everybody that's listening, thank you.